too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. All right.
It's week 17 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Packers' leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Detroit Lions and the Green. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming...
This is intercepted. Shoves him away. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The Lions come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the one tie. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
10-0 to score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Well, I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Check yellow, check white, check pink. Smith red.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They're going to look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them. Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. give them the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down, Lions.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point safely through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Hoffman. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've come upon halftime here.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hoffman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 4. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Go!
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 14. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check right. Check pink. Smith red. Black one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Got it. Yellow. Black. Opposite. Green. Blue. Check. Switch. Yellow. Check right.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out now come the Lions. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait until you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the running game with Swift. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Gets past one man, and he's going to take this down to about the 17. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's the guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
So the Packers down by 12. 33 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Completes this to Jefferson. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. And the only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great.